suggesting the presence of a high-level operative or mastermind with unparalleled access to the White House's inner sanctum. This revelation, detailed in a Washington Post report, emerged from intercepted communications between an Israeli embassy agent and Mossad chief Danny Yadam, where Mega was referenced as a resource to obtain a sensitive letter from U.S. Secretary Mega Group, established in 1991 by billionaires Edgar Bronfman and Les Wexner, operated as an exclusive cadre of up to 50 Jewish tycoons, as noted in a 19A Wall Street Journal article, with the explicit aim of maximizing impact on U.S. policy toward Israel through strategic philanthropy and lobbying. This group, which included luminaries like Steven Spielberg and Michael Steinhardt, leveraged vast financial resources and media influence, allegedly serving as a conduit for Israeli intelligence operations, as suggested by sources like John Schindler's top-secret Umbra blog. The overlap between Mega and the Mega Group raises chilling questions. Was Mega a single individual, possibly Epstein himself, given his ties to Wexner and Bronfman, or a collective alias for the group's covert activities? Epstein's role as a financial coupled with his documented connections to Mossad through figures like Robert Maxwell, lends credence to speculations that the Mega Group facilitated espionage and blackmail, including the Clinton-Lewinsky scandal, to secure geopolitical leverage. The group's think tank, EMIT, and its employment of political strategist Frank Luntz to bolster pro-Israel sentiment further illustrated sophisticated influence operations. However, these claims remain speculative, and
people seem to have kept going for that long of a period of time. Do you consider yourself to be bisexual?
No. In any event, you did develop a sexual relationship with Leslie Wexner at some point in time. Is that true?
No. Mr. Epstein, how long have you been sexually attracted to underage minor females?
Objection, harassing, argumentative.
Are you kidding? No, I don't feel like I'm divulging any secrets here, right?
Move to strike.
Mr. Epstein, were you sexually as a minor?
You know, I'd like to respond to all your, if any, questions seem to be relevant, but I would like to respond to any relevant question at this time. However, my attorneys have counseled me that I cannot provide answers to the questions relevant to this lawsuit today. I must accept their advice or risk losing my Sixth Amendment right to effective representation. Accordingly, then, I assert my Fifth, Sixth, and 14th Amendment right to the United States Constitution.
Hello everyone. Jeffrey Epstein isn't dead. He's alive, hiding in Israel. Broken cameras, negligent guards, and forensic evidence scream a staged death. The Mega Group, led by Les Wexner and Edgar Bronfman, and Mossad's mysterious Mega are pulling the strings. From blackmailing Bill Clinton to million-dollar transactions after his death, the truth is undeniable. Epstein's protected by untouchable power, ready to uncover the secrets. Jeffrey Epstein was officially reported to have taken his own life in August 2019 at the Metropolitan Correctional Center. Yet, persistent conspiracy theories assert that his demise was a carefully orchestrated illusion, allowing him to escape to Israel under the protection of influential elites. Central to these claims is the enigmatic Mega or the Mega Group, a secretive coalition of wealthy individuals led by figures like Les Wexner and Edgar Bronfman, allegedly wielding immense influence over global affairs. Evidence fueling speculation includes suspicious prison oversights, such as malfunctioning surveillance systems and lapses in guard protocols, alongside forensic discrepancies suggesting foul play. Financial transactions linked to Epstein's accounts post-mortem and his ties to intelligence networks, including reported connections to Mossad, further deepen the mystery. These elements paint a picture of a meticulously planned operation to shield Epstein and the secrets he held, leaving the public questioning the official narrative. The enigmatic term Mega, uncovered by the NSA in 1997, refers to a codename that sparked alarm within U.S. intelligence circles, suggesting the presence of a high-level operative or mastermind with unparalleled access to the White House's inner sanctum. This rising material on global elites stored on his private island, Little St. James. Methods of staging could include exploiting prison vulnerabilities such as the conveniently malfunctioning cameras, the 3-hour absence of guards Tova Knoll and Michael Thomas, and the suspicious transfer of Epstein's cellmate Nicholas Tartaglia days prior. Forensic anomalies, like the broken hyoid bone and horizontal ligature marks inconsistent with hanging, as noted by pathologist Michael Baden, suggest either murder by a third party or a fake kill himself to facilitate Epstein's extraction. The escape to Israel hypothesis is fueled by reported post-mortem financial transactions of $15.5 million from Epstein's Virgin Islands accounts and drone footage, allegedly showing an Epstein lookalike on his island after his death. Mossad's involvement is inferred from Epstein's ties to the agency via Alan Dershowitz and Robert Maxwell, a known Mossad operative, and rumors of his relocation to northern Israel, the People's Voice it. However, these claims lack corroboration from authoritative sources like the FBI or DOJ, which maintain Epstein's death was a take-his-own life, supported by autopsy and partial CCTV evidence. The mega group's financial clout and political connections, combined with the enigmatic mega codenames implications of White House infiltration, paint a chilling picture of a covert power structure capable of manipulating justice systems, yet the absence of concrete evidence leaves these theories as speculative, shrouded in the opacity of Epstein's unresolved legacy. The mega group, a secretive consortium of influential Jewish billionaires founded by Edgar Bronfman and Les Wexner, is theorized to have orchestrated the staged death of Jeffrey Epstein to protect a web of compromising secrets that could destabilize global elites. Epstein, a financier with no formal credentials, held explosive leverage through client lists and sensitive recordings implicating figures like Bilton, who reportedly flew on Epstein's private plane 26 times, Prince Andrew, and Wexner himself, as noted in various sources. Exposure of these materials, allegedly stored at his Little St. James Island, could trigger catastrophic political and legal fallout, threatening the reputations and power of these high-profile individuals. The mega group, established in 1991 to influence U.S. policy toward Israel through strategic philanthropy and political maneuvering, Wall Street Journal, 1998, had the financial clout and connections to execute such a cover-up. Epstein's deep ties to Wexner, who inexplicably entrusted him with managing his vast empire, including L Brands and Victoria's Secret, suggest he was a key operative within this network, possibly even the enigmatic megacodeneer referenced in NSA intercepts from 1997. This group's motive to stage Epstein's death in August 2019 at the Metropolitan Correctional Center is bolstered by prison irregularities, malfunctioning cameras, guards Tova Knoll and Michael Thomas failing to conduct checks for hours, and the suspicious transfer of Epstein's cellmate, Nicholas Tartaglian. Forensic discrepancies, such as a broken hyoid bone and horizontal ligature marks inconsistent with self-inflicted death, as highlighted by pathologist Michael Baden, further fuel speculation of a staged event to either eliminate Epstein or facilitate his escape. The megagroup's influence, evidenced by their ability to quash investigations, such as the NSA's probe into Mega after threats to leak Clinton Lewinsky tapes, Gideon spies. Gordon Thomas suggests they had the means to manipulate prison operations or bribe officials. However, official reports from the FBI and I, supported by autopsy findings and partial CCTV footage, maintain Epstein's death was self-inflicted, with no concrete evidence linking the megagroup to a conspiracy. The group's shadowy operations and Epstein's role as their financial confidant paint a provocative picture of a powerful elite safeguarding their interests. Yet the absence of definitive proof keeps these claims speculative. The cloud of suspicion surrounding Jeffrey Epstein's death thickens considerably when eyewitness testimony and independent investigative findings are laid side by side. Michael Franzese, a former Colombo crime family capo, who once occupied the exact cell in which Epstein was said to have hanged himself equivocally, a bed far too low, and constant surveillance from both cameras and roving correctional officers. What stunned Franzese even more was the way potentially XD evidence from the case simply vanished. According to him, Epstein had installed hidden cameras in every bedroom on Little St. James, recording all activities involving his guests, a roster that allegedly included politicians, royals, and high-powered business figures. Along with flight logs and a detailed client list, these recordings inexplicably disappeared after Epstein's reported death, erasing the most direct means of implicating individuals at the apex of global power. Even attorney Alan Dershowitz has admitted to having seen the client list, though he invoked attorney-client privilege to avoid disclosure, while still calling for its public release. The disappearance of these materials becomes even more suspicious in the context of Epstein's strange and seemingly unearned control over the fortune of Les Wexner, billionaire founder of L Brands and a co-founder of the mega group. Wexner had granted Epstein sweeping authority over his vast empire, including Victoria's Secret, despite Epstein having no formal qualifications or track record in asset management. To seasoned investigators, this was not a mere business decision, but rather the hallmark of a strategic alliance, or even a dependency linking a man who possessed deeply compromising intelligence with a central figure in an elite network capable of bending political and intelligence apparatuses to its will. The sense of premeditation surrounding Epstein's fate sharpens with the account of investigative journalist Robert Fitrakis, who spent years probing the Wexner-Epstein connection. During the course of his work, Fitrakis received a chilling threat by mail Epstein toe tag, an unmistakable message that Epstein's destiny was already sealed, that his name end up only on a morgue tag. If authentic, The threat indicates foreknowledge of a plan to silence Epstein permanently,